Hey guys, I hope you're hungry. Welcome back to Full Incense. My name is Jericho, and I'm back with the rest of my list of 2016 games I'm excited for. And in case you missed the first episode, just to be clear, I'm not going to talk Xbox One because I don't have an Xbox One, and I'm not going to talk about anything in January and February because it's already passed. All these games don't have specific release dates. They're still TBA 2016, but hopefully sooner than later. I'm sure we'll get more information at E3. I'm sure most will come out in November. That's typically how it works. I just jumped right back in with another game of Blast, and we'll see if I can do any better this time. Okay, so first, I think these are just in alphabetical order. First on my list is, so Telltale Games. They did Walking Dead, Wolf Among Us, I heard Borderlands, Tales from the Borderlands is really good, and Game of Thrones. Their next project that they're starting is a Batman game. And as you probably know from other episodes, if you followed any of my stuff, is I'm a huge Batman fan. And I am also, you may or may not know, a huge fan of the Telltale games. So the idea of them working on Batman is awesome, is amazing. I cannot wait for episode 1. That's going to be just super cool. And a lot of the rumors, or I don't even know if it's rumors, they might have said it themselves, but the idea, I guess, is that it's a Bruce Wayne game is the focus, you know, like, I'm sure, you know, you'll put on the cowl and all that at times, but it's more about Bruce Wayne, which I think is really interesting and a really cool, unique take on it, and it matches with Telltale's style very well, like navigating conversations with Jim Gordon and Alfred and stuff as Bruce. I don't know. I guess it would seem boring to a lot of people, but to me, that's a selling point. That's really neat because Telltale, you know, it does a lot of things well, but its biggest strength is conversations, and that's not what Batman does. That's what Bruce Wayne does, if anything. And its weakness is action segments. Well, I mean, weakness is harsh, but you know, it's not strength. You know, the other side of it is its weaker action segments. So to have the focus be on their strength, which is the conversations with Bruce Wayne, I think is a perfect approach. It makes a lot of sense. So next on the list is Dishonored 2. The original Dishonored was probably my favorite like standalone game of last generation, like as in not part of a franchise at that time. I don't know, I'm probably forgetting something else, but it's definitely way up there. But yeah, Dishonored 2, the storyline sounds cool so far. You can play as Emily, the girl from the first game, or as Corvo, the protagonist from the first game, which is neat, which is a cool idea. And I don't know, I really like the art style and the feel of it, the world of oh, I can't remember what it's called, Dunwall. So it's just a game I'm excited to see and learn more about. And I thought it actually had a specific release date. I thought we knew, you know, it was coming soon, but I guess we'll see. But yeah, Dishonored 2. Next on the list is I think first revealed at last year's E3, Horizon Zero Dawn, which is a stupid, overlong, weird, obfuscating title, but looks amazing. You fight Transformers with a bow and arrow in the future past. Excuse me. And I don't know, it just looks great to me. I'm very excited about that game. It definitely seems right up my alley. I like I wouldn't really say I like open world. I mean, I do, but I like exploration. I like in Dishonored, I like semi-open world where it's open to a point, so you can explore and do things how you want, but you know, you're also not left confused as what to do or just, you know, overburdened with other objectives. And I don't know if that's how Horizon is going to be or is claiming to be, but I don't know, just the idea of it looks cool to me. I'm excited about it. The art style looks really cool. The action looks amazing. I like in the second trailer they showed like disabling specific parts of the, you know, the dinosaurs, whatever they end up calling them, the transformer looking, like you take off their tail and hit them with it and stuff like that. I don't know, to me it looks next gen. I mean, next gen is current gen now, but you know what I mean. It looks like something that couldn't have been done on the 360 or the PS3, which is, you know, I want to see more of. Speaking of that, Dreams, I don't know if it's 2016, but it's the next game on my list. Looks amazing too. So Dreams is the next game by Media Molecule, who are the creators of Little Big Planet. And so Dreams is basically just a creation tool where you can make whatever, I don't know, it's sort of like No Man's Sky that I discussed in the last episode, in that it's just whatever you want it to be. You just create a world. So I don't know if it's going to be like Minecraft, if it's going to be like Little Big Planet, what to expect. Wow. That guy has killed me so many times across these games. But anyway, no matter what it turns out to be, it just looks enthralling. Like it looks like a watershed game where everybody is playing it, everybody wants to do something with it and share what they've done with it. That sort of thing. So I don't know. It just looks cool. That would be a game that it would be really fun to share my creations on the channel. So that's one reason why I'm looking forward to it. And it's been interesting too, as I've been looking at you know, upcoming games, knowing that I'm going to be, you know, maybe one day live streaming or at least doing a let's play or a first impressions or something of these different games. It's really cool. It gives me another reason to want to buy a game or to consider a game I wouldn't have considered otherwise. So that's neat. You know, as if I needed more reasons to buy other games, but still, it's a cool thought. Aha! This is gonna get him. Come on. Give me two. Woo! That would be a good one for clips. Okay, so anyway. So that's Dreams. Next on the list is The Last Guardian, if you really believe that it's going to come out this year. I do. I don't think they would have made such a big deal. It opened Sony's E3 presser last year. I don't think they would have made such a big deal about, you know, Last Guardian coming back from the dead as they had if they weren't pretty darn sure that it was going to be able to come out in 2016. So for those of you that don't know, Last Guardian is the next game by Team Ico, who created Ico and Shadow of the Colossus, two brilliant, atmospheric, beautiful, engaging, enthralling adventure games for the PS2. And they're remastered on the PS3, and if they're remastered on the PS4, I'll buy them again because they're just something special. Like I talked about, you know, how Dreams is a watershed game. I guess you couldn't really say that about Ico and Shadow of the Colossus because I don't think they have as wide an appeal. Like, unfortunately, you know, some people, you know, just wandering through a castle or just wandering trying to defeat, you know, bosses without basically anything. Oh, look at there, top on the team. Without anything really to keep you going, you know, that's not going to be enough for some people, but it was more than enough for me. It's totally down my alley, and Last Guardian looks like more of the same, which is all you can ask for. So we'll see. If it comes out this year, I'll definitely get it. That's another one I would love to do on the channel, but I don't know. I'm not trying to get my hopes up too far. Just like with Zelda Wii U, which I discussed in the last episode, also doesn't have a release date, and we're hopeful. I don't think they would delay it again, but I don't know, because they keep talking about how it's going to be a launch title for the Nintendo NX, which is their next home console. So we'll wait and see on that. So last but not least, there are two more Pokemon games that are supposed to be released this year. The first being, actually, I guess I should say three, but the first being Pokken Tournament. So we have Pokemon Go, which was unveiled a few months ago. Pokemon Go, as we understand it, is a virtual reality Pokemon game. And it looks like sort of how, if any of you played Pokemon Dream Radar, how that worked, where you see your real room, but there are Pokemon moving around in it. You see the real world. So you really wander around and find Pokemon. And if it's anything close to that, it's going to change the world. You know, at least my world. It's going to change lives, I think. I think that it has the capacity to be one of the most popular games ever made, because that's as close as you can get to living the Pokemon experience, which I think, if people give it a chance, has near universal appeal. But like I have friends that have never really been into Pokemon, that are excited about Pokemon Go, that just, you know, the look of it, the feel of it, is driving people crazy. So we'll see. Keep our fingers crossed for that one. And that still doesn't have a release date. They said in the initial announcement that North America would have a beta in early 2016, and I think in March, which it is March, so in the next couple of weeks at GDC, I think they said there's going to be a short panel about it. So I would expect information about the beta at least, if not the release date, and some more solid information about how Pokemon Go is going to work in general. So speaking of Pokemon, last but not least, easily my biggest hype for 2016, just announced on Pokemon Day, Pokemon Sun and Moon, the next main entries into the core Pokemon series. And there's just no words for it. For the excitement I feel, new Pokemon, a new world, I don't know. It's already been 3 years since X and Y, and I'm ready, for the next batch of Pokemon. X and Y, I think looking back was a little disappointing. It made so many leaps forward, in the technical side of things. But as far as being being a great Pokemon game, oh, that was that guy that kept killing me last game. It left me a little high and dry. It wasn't quite, the Pokemon game I wanted. But Sun and Moon, I can't wait. I can't wait to see the starters and the legendaries. And I have always been in everything. I'm a spoiler. I don't do spoilers, but I spoil myself constantly, because to me that's, I could wait, and then when I see it in the game, that's one thing. Or, my excitement and my thrill could be, finding, image boards or whatever and seeing the Pokemon for the first time, and then having that spread out over an entire year and just building my excitement for the game. That's just as great. That's just as exciting for me. So yeah, Sun and Moon is supposed to come out holiday 2016. So that's going to wrap up my list. I'm not going to finish this whole battle. It's looking like it's not going too well anyway, especially not for me. I don't think I have a single kill yet. But I hope you enjoyed. In the comments below, talk about what games you're looking forward to, or any I might have missed out that you think I would enjoy. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like and a comment. If not, leave a dislike and a comment on how I can improve things. The channel is still very new, still growing, and I just want to make it as good as possible. So anything you can do to help me, get a little bit further, get to my goals. I want my channel to be as good as it can be. So help me reach that level. Subscribe so you don't miss any war stories. They come out Tuesdays and Thursdays. I also have my current full playthrough of Final Fantasy X. That's Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But I think that's gonna do it for me. My name is Jericho. Thank you so much for watching. I don't know about you guys, but I'm full.